I wrote this devotional while sitting under a canopy of stars on the other side of nowhere with a new moon hiding somewhere in the sky. I brought this text with me to ponder, free from distractions of my normal day-to-day life, since I often find that my mind is most calm when I can escape into the expanse of Mother Nature. I sat under the night sky with nothing but the sound of insects chirping and a gentle breeze brushing on the earth. There's a holiness in this silence. There is a peace, and there is joy. The shepherds in this story must have been experiencing a similar silence that I'm surrounded by now. Perhaps to them, though, it was a normal silence, and not a commanding absence of background noise that us city folk have come accustomed to. After an angel startled the shepherds, and after the shepherds made it to Bethlehem to see the newborn baby Jesus, the shepherds returned to their fields. And as I sit here, I try to imagine what the shepherds must have been feeling on that journey back home. I imagine them walking in a quiet disbelief, praying silently, yet exuberantly. This quiet joy is perhaps a more profound joy than the cheerful, outward exclamation of exuberance. Yet the complexity of joy is that it moves freely from inward to outward expression and back again. Most weeks, before we start the worship service on YouTube, I ask a question of the day. Well, this is mostly to get people chatting with each other before the start of worship, the way we would if we were gathering in the sanctuary. It's also a moment to pause and to center ourselves. The question I return to every month or so is simple. What is something that has brought you joy this week? This has been a challenging year, yet here at the end we are reminded of the birth of Jesus and the hope that he brings, the peace and the love that he brings, and the joy. Even amidst chaos, anxiety, and stress, we can look to the birth of Jesus as a beacon that calls us to be hopeful and even joyful. It's a simple but an important question to ask ourselves from time to time. And so, I ask you again today on Christmas Eve, what is something that has brought you joy this year? Or perhaps, what is something that is giving you hope? The birth of Jesus reminds us that we have a reason to be hopeful. We have a reason to be joyful, even. It may not be the outward boisterous joy. It may be the quieter inward joy that can bring a feeling of peace. Hold on to it, and take the time to remind yourself of that joy whenever you need it. Merry Christmas, everyone.